Welcome everyone and welcome back to the last game of the Final Four. We have Alabama versus Iowa, and this game is really special. Not only because it's the last one of the Final Four, and because the season is ending soon, but also because we have both coaches. Coach of Alabama, Coach Killian, and Coach of Iowa, Coach Zelikov, commentating this game too. It's the first time two coaches commentate their game. So here we have with all of you, Coach of Alabama, Coach Killian as a color commentator, and Coach of Iowa, Coach Zelikov as play-by-play commentator. Welcome, both of you.
Well, thank you very much, my dear all European woman of the year. Thank you for that great and wonderful introduction, Coach. All I can say is before we get started on this commentary, I just want to virtually shake your hand and say good luck and may the best team win.
Yes, sir. It all comes down to this.
Really has, and I mean, listen, both of our paths have been pretty interesting. I mean, look, we'll take a look at yours first. I mean, you haven't had it easy one bit. You had to face the challenges and just overall the best of the best in your region, each and every round. And, just to make it through, I mean, it started off with one of the biggest scares of the entire tournament when you nearly went down to number 16, Northern Kentucky. But just from there, the team has just picked it up and has played its best basketball. And granted, may have been a little bit shaky versus Michigan, but we're talking about the Wolverines, one of the premier programs in the entire country, and you took them down. How are you feeling heading into this game?
I'm feeling good. We just been better. Ever since that first round game, we just knew that we needed to come together and just play better basketball and just get those shots up. CJ Parker has been lighting it up. Everybody's been doing their job, and that's what we just been best at.
Absolutely. And I mean, listen, got to give credit where credit is due. Your team probably has one of the most talented front courts in all the entire country. And it's very versatile too. It's very interesting how you can have someone like Carlos Poblaski, who's just this absolute monster in the paint, but then you also have Khalil Donovan, who's almost of the same physique, same stature, yet plays like a stretch 4, stretch 5, and he can really light it up. And most certainly, he'll end up on the all-tournament team. I mean, just talk about the impact that Khalil has had for your ball club.
He just showed up out of nowhere. I mean, really, he's just been a wonderful player, great team leader as well, and just been able to get those shots up and getting the ball around to his other teammates.
I mean, not just that, but just the precision shooting, that he's shown this entire tournament. He can really light it up from anywhere on the court. Meanwhile, I'll just say this real quick about my team. It's been.
Wait, you asking questions now? It's your turn to answer the questions.
Oh, fine. You wanna ask questions now? Go for it. Go for it.
Dear Coach of Iowa, I have some questions for you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. First of all, I mean, this is my grand questions that I've been preparing for 2 minutes now.
Oh, awesome. Let's hear 'em.
How do you feel playing against another Zelikov and the Alabama team?
Oh man, I might be feeling like Coach Mediger at the end of this one if things go that same way.
It repeats again. Family playing against family. So in the end, you'll win regardless.
Yeah. Either way, most important thing is that we get ourselves a good game, and I think we will.
Okay, so what do you think are your strengths to win this game?
What are my strengths to win the game?
Yeah.
I don't understand that question.
Hey, your team. If you had to say, what are your weaknesses or your strengths?
Okay. Well, I hate revealing them now, even though, Coach, you can't really do anything about it.
Yeah.
I mean, strengths, how we're able to play at any pace, at any tempo, and just how cohesive of a unit we are. With that said, I still feel like um, there's something lacking from the back end of our bench, just in case things go haywire with foul trouble, this and that.
What about you, Coach Killian? What would you say is your team's weaknesses and strengths?
You know, I feel like ever since that first round game, we just been lighting it up at the 3-point line. I mean, specifically with that Iowa State game, we just were able to take control of that game, and just really we've been able to pass it around, get those shots up, and been able to, on the bench has been good too.
Nice. And let's talk about your players, dear Coach Zelikev. So we talked already about two great players of Alabama. What about your players? What can you tell about us to me?
Well, I'm not going to mention anyone specifically because, for one, tip-off is very soon, but also because, listen, there isn't a single or duo of players that is necessarily better than the rest. We play as a team, and whoever gets the points is whoever gets the points. But at the end of the day, it's all about winning games, and listen, our record speaks for itself.
With that said, the game is starting.
It's going to be really fun to watch this one, Coach.
It's gonna be really fun. Only one can stand and will be so near the final championship.
National championship.
The national championship. The final. And it starts with that set. Let the best team win. Goes back to both of you. And let's have fun, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for the intro, Mrs. Kamish. Tip-off is here, and Troy Bolt wins it for Iowa. And here we go. The second half of the Final Four is underway as Iowa gets us going with their patented corner action and Rocco Mediger, the graduate. Amazing player he is, gets us going. Now, Coach, you got to tell me a little bit about who you could be worried about the most from this team. I mean, I remember not too long ago we were talking about who could you possibly add to your team from the remaining, squads at that point in time, as J.J. Woods knocks down another great jumper from deep. We talked about...
Really?
Sorry, go ahead.
We just got to really look at Bolt, and then really with Woods, those two are the key factors of Iowa right now, and they just been lighting it up here in March Madness, and they just been dominant.
Absolutely. And is that CJ Parker got fouled there, and he's going to the free throw line after that make. So already an early and one opportunity for the sophomore.
As you look at this Alabama team, who do you think the stars or the key of this team?
The key component of this Alabama team, I believe, is Khalil Donovan, but also CJ Parker. You got to have a solid point guard if you're going to make it all the way. And he's been nothing short of excellent, I believe. I mean, he's shown his poise. He's a very calm and collected player, can really do it all. Donovan to Poblaski as they're moving the ball around really well. I love the ball movement. Alabama on a roll. CJ Parker with all 7 points for the Tide so far.
With this Alabama team, as you looked at that Iowa State game, what do you think Iowa can do to stop them?
Guard that three-pointer. Guard it and make sure you don't allow any fast break opportunities. Simple as that. With that said, Khalil Donovan is the flamethrower that we all thought he was. Just continues to spray it from anywhere on the court. And like I said, he's going to be getting rewards. But so is J.J. Woods.
Goodness.
J.J. Woods, all 6'4" of him, putting these Alabama big men in body bags. Jaden Money to Andrei Zelikov, and that's turned over. Great defense by Iowa. And just like in last game, where we had Wyatt Mediger play against his father's team, here's Andrei Zelikov playing against his dad's team. As a shot is missed right there by, I believe it was Chase DeMarcus. Jaden Money draws the foul on Rocco Mediger. Free throws coming up for the Tide.
And with both these teams, you know, they're just fast, getting back and forth, up and down the court.
Absolutely. These teams love playing fast. Jaden Money gets to go. Alabama hits 10 points first. We get to see Legends iRacing Commissioner Pike here. Welcome, my brother. Good to see you. Jaden Money will go 2 for 2. And Alabama with an early 3-point lead. I mean, with that said, you know, we were wondering, how would your team respond if they had to play away from their strength? Strength being the tempo of play. And your team responded so well when you played Michigan. Oh my
goodness.
Henry Washington absolutely got mossed. And Jaden Money with the fast break. What a turn of events for Alabama. And they can't miss right now.
I just, you know, we've been so good on the three-point line. These two teams are just magnificent with three-point line.
Three-point line, any deep shots, both of these teams can do it all. Very talented. And you would have thought that this Alabama team, after losing Ray Robinson to Georgetown, would have been so different. Ooh, ambitious shot right there from Jaden Money. You would have thought that this team would have taken a dip. No, they had an even better season than the one before, which is wild. And I mean, Coach, that's testament to you and your players. You guys have been so tough to play against.
It's really been a wonderful season. You could really say maybe even a Cinderella season. You know, even starting unranked in the top 25 and then just bouncing back, losing Ray Robinson. It's been an incredible season.
It really has. J.J. Woods from 3 buries it. And this is going to be a back and forth affair all night long. But I agree with your assessment. In a way, it is a Cinderella kind of season. And usually with teams who end up being a 1 seed and not being ranked in preseason, usually that doesn't go well. But your Crimson Tide have defied those statistics, expectations, anything you want to call it, as Troy Bolt will head to the free throw line. Khalil Donovan picks up his first.
And really, that's going to be the matchup of tonight. You know, Donovan and Bolt, those two are just unstoppable in the paint, really.
And Troy Bolt, he's been a sensational player for Iowa ever since he stepped on campus. Truly someone who embodies, I guess, the standard Hawkeye. I mean, you look at guys like Luka Garza, and it's like, okay, apart from the name, do they really play any different? And I don't think so.
And both these teams, you know, it looks like they just really love to play the double team game as Alabama's coming up to the court. Just, they love to do that.
Absolutely. And Jaden Money draws the foul on Chase DeMarcus, who, by the way, Chase DeMarcus is the rare former number 1 overall pick to be given his eligibility back. Thank you, Inactive NBA Activity, for allowing me to use, well, how did I coin it before? The NBA user lockout, where a lot of teams got back to former players who just weren't getting any game time in the NBA because, well, nothing was happening. And Chase DeMarcus was one of those guys. So it's good to see guys like him back in college, and Anthony Wilson III for Duke is one of those players, and Patrick Vincent and Archduke Smith as well. And J.J. Woods spraying it. Nope, he missed it that time. And here we go, the Crimson Tide back on the run. Money.
Oh.
And
That would have been a big shot there for Alabama.
they would have. And Jaden Money has been playing so well. Troy Bolt from the corner. And nearly went in. But DeMarcus gets it. Oh my gosh.
Good Lord.
Chase DeMarcus. Sent Khalil Donovan to the psych
please.
ward. Goodness. Donovan misses the shot right there. Unusual miss right there from what so many can consider potential All-American, All-Tournament performer. Henry Washington draws the foul on Carlos Pavlovsky, and he'll head to the line for a pair. And now Henry Washington was this top scorer for USC. I mentioned many times before that he was a transfer from the Trojans a couple seasons back. He was one of the best scorers in all of the Pac-12. He wanted to win, though, as USC didn't make the tournament his freshman year. And last year with Iowa, he helped them make the national championship game. Unfortunately, a big choke job to OU with 4 minutes to go. Cost them a national title. But here they are. Could get another opportunity at it, but this Alabama team is ferocious. 3-point lead, though, for Iowa after those free throws. Here we go. Coach, I'm sure that your team is prepped for post free throw situations, although looks like you're going to be talking it over with your team.
Oof. I mean, Alabama's been able to get out of the trap situation that you've been putting on us, and that's been helping us to stay in this game.
Absolutely. And I mean, that's one of those things, right? You're coming up against, well, let's face it, the best team in America right now.
No doubt.
And it's just one of those things where execution matters everywhere. Everywhere. I wonder what you're telling the guys, though.
I just hope it's get the ball off the court, make those correct shots, and just stay in the game. We really can't let Iowa walk away and run away with the game.
Absolutely. Andre Zelikov from two. No. Rebounded by Khalil Donovan. And oh my goodness.
Whoa.
But CJ Parker.
Lord.
Jeez Louise. What a way to stick with it. Mediger. 3-ball. Rocco Mediger. Flamethrower. So far, this game has been bananas.
It has. I just hope if it comes down to the last second shot, it's not like last season we make it, hopefully.
I mean, it really could. It really could. This has been, a true back and forth affair. Washington waiting for somebody to get open, gets it to Woods. Oh my goodness, what a block!
No!
Andre Zelikov. What defense? An amazing defensive play right there by the sophomore. Feeds Pavlovsky. Money deep 2. Sinks it. Jaden Money has been very solid. Very solid this tournament. Nobody really ever thought of him as much. And he just quietly stepped into Ray Robinson's role and has done amazing. Woods. J.J. Woods can't be stopped, bro. Oh my goodness. He's been a problem all tournament as well. Andre. To Khalil. 3-ball. Got it. What a shot. I think we know who you're going to be relying on all game, Coach. Feed. And that was almost turned over. It'll stay with Iowa. Coach. This is the type of game that'll get your heart rate up by times 2.
Oh, You're telling me right now I'm shaking out of my boots right now. I'm sweating up a storm right now.
Same here, brother. Same here. Here we
I
go.
mean, it's difficult keeping my composure with this team right now.
I mean, same here despite the lead, you know. Both teams are so strong. And rather disciplined as well. Parker, jumper, got it. Henry Washington jumped past them in a block attempt. I mean, CJ Parker's 13.6 for 6 is ridiculous. That is diabolical. Mediger deep 2. No.
I'm just glad he was able to keep it together after the departure of Ray Robinson. I'm glad he's really the leader of this team. You know, I mean, really, we came down to one man, one user, really, as Ray Robinson left.
I definitely agree, but with that said, the rest of the team has done well. Not in Ray Ray's place, but to make sure that Ray Ray's presence was not missed, so to say, as Andrei Zelikov has a chance to tie the game here. And I mean, just to keep it simple, Ray Robinson, in a way, has not been missed at all. Tie game.
I mean, I hate to say, I mean, you're right. I mean, just a lot of people on this team were not happy after the departure, you know. Really, people thought this team with Ray Robinson was going to be a national champion team.
Oh, I definitely would have thought the same, but here you are, even without him. CJ Parker! Unlucky.
Oh.
Unlucky. I thought that was going in. Rocco. Henry Washington, jumper, missed. Surprising miss from Henry Washington. And here comes Bama. The Tide. In that crimson red. Khalil. Donovan. Parker. To Pabloski. He gets absolutely swatted. But Money recovers and is missed as well. There we go. Iowa can reclaim the lead here. Bolt. Mediger. 3. He'll nail it every time from that range.
Wide open, too.
Great pass back from Troy Bolt. And that's the thing about Troy. His on-court vision and the feel that he has, as CJ Parker got mossed. The feel for the game that Troy Bolt has is nuts. Mediger, 3. Oh, jeez. Nearly made that one. Here come the Tide. Andre. By the way, this team, like you said, you know, in the first rendition of this game, in the Sweet 16 last year, as Pabloski misses that jumper. Andrei Zelikov had 2 chances to tie the game late. He couldn't. And that resulted in Iowa advancing. You know, sometimes it feels like maybe there's some deja vu feelings there, as another missed jumper there from Iowa. And simply put, we'll see how this game shakes down. But Andre, I don't know, he's been reluctant to take any threes so far. Although we got to take, and that's Mediger's second foul.
You know, hopefully get Iowa to come more. There's maybe.
I would have loved to know what you said there, but you cut out so bad.
Oh, typical Discord.
Yup, the Discord's tripping today.
But as I said, you know, I just hope that with Alabama right now, they can just be more aggressive going up to the basket and getting Iowa to foul more and getting these substitutions. Hopefully, will slow down Iowa.
I mean, so far, just the fact that Iowa's missing shots is big already. This is a team that doesn't really miss that much. Donovan, 2, sinks it. Alabama back out on top.
You know, being commentator, it's very hard not screaming Bloody Mary, as make shots, miss shots, dumb fouls. It's very difficult.
I agree. And how did Troy Bolt get that feed? Jeez. Andre from the left elbow. Feed. Paul Belowski draws the foul on Troy Bolt. Free throws coming up for the freshman. Detroit, Michigan native. Get some free throws as Garrison comes off for, I believe that was Jaden Money. Or CJ Parker is one of the two. First one will go for the former 5-star. And Alabama retains the lead again, as he will take a rest, and DeMarcus Cousins, the fourth, now fills in. I mean, coach, has got to be a luxury to have a secondary so good.
It really has. I love it. I'm glad, we can give the starters the rest that they need, and having that secondary coming in with that fire that's lit right under them.
Absolutely. With that said, a guy like J.J. Woods is a player any team would want to have as a turnover there by Iowa. And here comes Troy Bolt. Troy draws the foul on DeMarcus Cousins, the fourth. Free throws coming up for the Hawkeyes. And I mean, 10 points and 3 blocks already for Troy Bolt. Manimal. Absolute manimal.
He could really, with his size, he could really be the next Yao Ming, maybe.
Well, it's 7'1", 250. I don't know how great of a three-point shooter Yao Ming really was, but it's just like the versatility and how Troy Bolt can really play like a guard. As, near scare there on the other side of the court. Jaden Money bottled, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Troy Bolt. I think that's a second. It is. So Patrick Starr comes in for Troy Bolt, but Khalil Donovan also gets a rest. And look at that. You're already in the bonus, coach.
And I just hope, with Troy Bolt coming out, and Alabama, will be able to get more into the paint now.
With that said, Patrick Starr is no easy customer either. He's also about 7'1", 250. Diente, 3-ball, bang! The former Michigan State Spartan comes off the bench and sprays it from the corner. Timeout, tied. Got some talking to do to your players, coach, as this Iowa team has slowly come alive.
I just hoping with that timeout, maybe get something going. Maybe with, I think, 2 minutes left in the first half. Going into halftime, a little bit closer, and then hopefully pull out with the win in the next half.
Main thing is to always keep it close, no matter what. Try and keep it close, and you'll always have a chance against the best teams. It's been a fun game so far to watch, though.
It has.
A nervous one to coach, fun one to watch.
Some crazy shots. Very good in the paint, and
would have wanted that one to go in. CJ Parker with a attempt. Washington runs into a double. He'll escape. Feeds it to Patrick Starr. Patrick moves. Oh my goodness. Moves like Jagger. Patrick Starr. And Iowa with their biggest lead of the game so far as I'm too far out on the court. Don't look at me, refs.
Can't believe a guy named Patrick Starr has the moves like that.
Honestly. Donovan jumper, no. The Tide have gone cold all of a sudden. And here come the Hawkeyes. Bama's got to attack the paint more. I do agree. What a block, though, Andrei Zelikov. That'll stay with Iowa for now, as Diente will inbound to Henry. What can Iowa do? Diente, another shot, but a rebound by Patrick Starr. Nobody there to box him out in Iowa. Double-digit lead. Alabama needs to get a bucket and bucket fast. Jaden Money. They need to find a way into the paint. Bobrovsky, jumper. No, that's not a shot. Here comes Iowa. JJ. He's had the hot hand all game. He'll slow it up. Patrick Starr, deep two. This Iowa team is nuts. Andre. They really need to find a way to get Khalil Donovan going. There you go. Good start. Just a bit over a minute to go in the first half. Biggest thing that the Crimson Tide needs to try and do is get this game within single digits. Woods to Diente. Nobody's there to cover Marcus Diente. The off-ball screens have been absolutely messing with this Alabama defense.
Oh boy.
CJ to Andre, Khalil, Pavlovsky again. Horrible shot selection. Here comes Diente in this Iowa offense. Washington.
Gotta get better on.
DeMarcus. No, but rebounded by Diente. Horrible miss, though. Shot clock off. At this point, get Khalil Donovan open. Find him. Nope, it's Jaden Money instead. Good shot, but Iowa has time to respond. Less than 10 seconds to go. Henry Washington, screen set. Tries to drive in, will back out, feeds, Diente jumper, missed. And that is half, as Donovan did not get that one off on time. He wouldn't have made it anyways.
Oof.
50-39. Hawkeyes. With that said, Coach, you've been in holes like this before. Now,
We have.
shall I remind you of the one time your team played against Old Dominion?
Oof. That was my first season too. I mean, we started off slow. Well, we started off fast, but then just kind of fell apart near the end of the first half. But then got it back together.
Got it back together to eventually take down Old Dominion, who was actually really good last season. Not too sure what happened to them. I think one of their players actually left to go play for Providence, and that was a horrible decision. Should have gone to Memphis, to be honest. But here we go. Second half underway. Alabama will get it started. Donovan, deep shot. It's just not been Khalil Donovan's day so far. As here come the Hawkeyes. Troy. And that alley-oop attempt is not going to be allowed. Good defense. CJ driving in. Money. Doubled. You're going to pass it out. Zelikov, 3-ball. Bang. Big shot. Opening up the scoring in the second half. Andrei Zelikov against his father's team.
Yeah, I think that's his first 3-point right there. I think, correct?
I think so, but Rocco Mediger quick to respond. The senior's so strong and so poised.
Right now, we just really need to force Iowa to take those bad shots. But what a dunk.
Carlos Pavlovsky swallowing the rim on that one. Washington, Mediger in the corner. You can try and feed Woods. Woods misses. Way to stick with it by Alabama. And Andre. They'll run this Alabama offense now. Waiting for somebody to get open. You got CJ Parker at the top if he wants him. He doesn't want him. He'll get it to Khalil Donovan instead. Bad shot right there by Khalil Donovan. Over 14 minutes to go, so a lot of game time left. Alabama needs to clear some things up. Woods. And, oh my God, how did he get that in? I thought surely he was about to get swatted. Surely. Here we go. Andre. Feed. It's going to ricochet out of bounds off of J.J. Woods, so it'll stay with your squad there, Coach.
Thank the Lord. It's been a little shaky, you know. I think Donovan's just got to get better with the shots. It hasn't been.
I think so as well. CJ Parker in the corner. By the way, I check your mic just in case. I don't know if you were saying anything more, Coach. As Khalil Donovan misses a jumper there. It's just not been his day. He's taking the shots. Just hasn't been falling so far. It could all change in a heartbeat, though. Chase to Marcus. Feed. Washington. Oh, my goodness. Get
Big
rejected. Block. Andre to Jaden Money. Floats it up and no.
Oh, my Lord.
Really should have taken that one to the rim. I don't know why he dropped it off to Jaden Money. Troy feeds. J.J. Woods will float that one in.
Wide open again.
This off-ball action is just, it's a heartache to deal with. And almost turned over. Goodness. Khalil Donovan, 3. Whoa!
Oh. I was going to be very disappointed after that wonky shot if he didn't make that.
May have been thinking about benching him. J.J. Woods is just filling it up. He's been unstoppable. And Iowa continues to try and distance themselves. Good feed and a slam by Andre. And here we go. More action from the Iowa offense. Troy Bolt, long shot. Long May. Troy Bolt.
Oh, boy.
A menace to society with his range. Although, to be honest, that menace to society is someone that is truly loved. Pawlowski, whoa! Okay, Carlos.
We can just do more of that. We can get back in this game. It's just been the shots have been not getting in for Alabama.
Agreed. But with that said, Iowa is also human. Here we go. Money. What a feed. Great offense. Crimson Tide are not out of it yet, folks. Bolt draws the foul. And he will go to the line. CJ Parker picks up his first.
Lord.
That's the thing about Troy Bolt. So nimble and quick. He can really draw anyone out of place. And here we go. We'll sink the first one.
Oh, lucky.
Shooter's bounce for Troy Bolt. And clean shot on the second. There we go. More of that pressure from Iowa, but so far Alabama has really handled it well.
Yeah, we've been able to slice through it like it's butter, and big shot there for Zelikov, and he makes.
What offense right there. Iowa caught napping on defense. That was such a wide open look for Andre. And J.J. Woods, deep 2. You can't stop him. He's ridiculous.
Hands are right in his face. I don't know how he's doing this.
It's nuts what J.J. Woods has been doing. And he's a junior, by the way. And there's no indication that he's going to the draft. Andre, oh, scoop. No, but he will head to the line for a pair. That's a foul on J.J. Woods.
Yeah, if we can just do more of that. Hopefully hit down these free throws. We can climb our way back in the game.
Absolutely, and Andre has been having a really good game so far, actually. in all honesty. 13 points, 5 assists. That is solid for your wing player.
I mean, he's also been a star on this team. I mean, credit to CJ Parker. I mean, he's a real star, but Zelikov's been able to keep it together and been able to be our big man that Bobovsky can't do if he's not on the court.
Absolutely, and CJ Parker, your team is buzzing right now. A little bit of a run for the Tide.
Hopefully, whatever happened in that locker room, this was good.
All signings are pointing towards that so far, as it's now a 4-point game. There we go. More pressure avoided so far. And they're going to try and force something on JJ. No. Pass, DeMarcus, and turned over. Here come the Tide. Andre to the rim. Donovan shot. It's a 2-point game.
I was going to be nervous, you know. I didn't think we were going to pass it back out, but glad that shot was able to go in.
And here we go. Another miss for Iowa. Jaden Money to the rim. Draws the foul and one.
Oh, my goodness.
What a run for Alabama.
My goodness.
The Tide can take the lead on this free throw right here after being down by double digits. As big as a deficit. 13 points in the first half, and now they're on top.
If we can just stay with that spark on defense, something good can happen here. And it's been going our way.
That's a charge.
And, oh, my goodness.
Another turnover. Alabama has caught fire. CJ. Here we go. Donovan floats it up. Oh, my goodness. It is all going Alabama's way. Timeout, Iowa. What a run by the Crimson Tide.
Oh, my goodness. What? Oh, I'm lost for words right now.
An insane game so far. Absolutely insane.
I mean, what are you telling your guys right now in that huddle right now?
Regather yourselves. This is a game of runs. Take a breather and just learn from what happened wrong on the defensive end and the offensive end. And just come back and play your game. That's all. Because simply put, this team, like I said, best in all of America, to be honest. But given a run for their money right now. There we go. Inbound. J.J. Woods. Who's he going to get it to? He's going to get it to Troy Bolt. Troy Bolt, jumper. Clean look, Troy Bolt. And here we go. This is a big test for Alabama here. After a timeout, well, how will they respond? CJ. And goes out of bounds. Turnover. Iowa ball all of a sudden. But here we go. More pressure on the way from Alabama.
We've been so good with that this year.
That's going to be another charge. J.J. Woods is on his 4th foul. Oh, my goodness.
And that's big for Alabama right there with Woods out. That's huge.
That is monstrous. He's been killing them all game. And now you have to take him out for just about the entire game almost. And, wow, Jaden Money got stripped right there before he could take the shot. Good defense by Iowa as Emmanuel Dotson now fills in for J.J. Woods. And here's Henry Washington, the point man for the Hawkeyes. Dotson, 3 ball, splashing off the bench. Iowa gets the lead back.
2-point game. Oh.
There's C.J. Parker, the sophomore, to Andre, to Donovan, to Jaden Money. Jumper missed. Rebounded by Rocco Mediger. And it seems like that timeout has done wonders for Iowa so far. Dotson. Off the screen. Washington got the bucket and the foul. And now Iowa on their little run. And 11 assists already for Henry Washington. Oh my word. Jeez.
It's an incredible game. You know, very passing teams right now. Very good on the three-point line and just amazing effort from both teams right now.
Absolutely. Although that's a miss from Andre. And here comes Iowa again. Alabama was so hot, and now they're so cold. Mediger doubled. Troy Bolt to Rocco. Chase DeMarcus works his way in. Mediger jumper sinks it. Iowa growing back the lead that they had once before. As now Alabama forced to take a timeout. What a game. Goodness gracious.
With this team, Alabama right now, we've been able to control the fouling. You know, a lot of people haven't been able to come out with the fouls, with foul trouble. We've just been able to keep it controlled.
Absolutely. And I mean that is such a big plus. I mean, and the thing is with Iowa, they're a quick strike offense, so they're not ones to try and like develop a play and then like try and cause chaos at the rim. So that's another thing that helps Alabama keep the fouls low. But with that said, you know, this Alabama team can play at any pace, and that's what makes them so dangerous. But we'll see what the strategy is coming out of the timeout. Because to put it simply, Iowa regained their mojo on a little, 10-2 run? 10-0 run?
Just amazing back and forth effort from both teams.
It is, and I wonder how the Crimson Tide will respond.
I mean, this is what we really expected from coming into this game, looking at the rosters and looking at their resume with the tournament as it's going on.
Absolutely. Here we go. Jaden Money, 3-ball, horribly missed. There comes Iowa. Rocco to Washington. Rocco, 2-ball, no. Rebounded by Carlos Pabloski. This is still, I believe, anyone's game. Khalil, good feed to CJ Parker. Easy flip right there for the deuce. What a way to thread the needle there. Sometimes you got to navigate your way through the forest, not around it. Dotson, floater, oh my goodness. And this Iowa offense operates so exquisitely. Zelikov, 3-ball, way off. There comes Iowa again. Washington to the rim, draws the foul on CJ Parker, and more 3 throws coming up for Henry. And both took a tumble there. Goodness gracious. 11 assists though is unheard of, especially when we last saw him at the free throw line.
Seems like he's the passer of the team.
He is truly the facilitator of this offense. Does a great job distributing the ball. And his teammates have done a really good job repaying in kindness with some good offense. As Alabama needs to get this ball across, as they do, just in time. Andre drives. Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness!
The ref said play on, and Andre said, all right, bam. As CJ Parker slaps the floor. Rocco.
7-point game right now.
Dotson spins it in. Listen, I thought J.J. Woods' absence would be much more felt. So far, not really. Poblowski almost turned over. Pops a shot. And missed. Don't know why they glitched there. But this Iowa defense is coming up clutch, but so is this Alabama defense. Andre to CJ. And he got rejected. But oh my goodness. What a recovery. Jaden Money.
My God.
5.5 minutes left.
Gosh, can you imagine if we get overtime in the final 4?
Rocco Mediger slapping a 3 on the forehead like that. It really slowed down your sentence, goodness. But Khalil Donovan, oy, oy, oy. You just had Troy Bolt for dinner. And this defense, Alabama's got to find a way to stop this offense of Iowa's. Emmanuel Dotson is a flamethrower off the bench. Holy moly.
Lots of wide open.
And goodness gracious. What defense by Chase DeMarcus. Washington, feed for DeMarcus. 12-point lead for Iowa. Less than 5 minutes to go. Quick offense needed. Zelikov 3. No. Rebounded by Chase DeMarcus. And Iowa looking to close this one down as early as possible. Dotson. Troy Bolt. 3 ball. No. And a baseball pass to Andre. He's going to wait for his teammates to show up. Andre to CJ. To Donovan. Donovan. 3 ball. No. Alabama's gone completely cold from deep all of a sudden. At the worst time possible as well. Dotson. DeMarcus, deep 2, sinks it. This Iowa team has come alive. Jaden Money. Alabama needs to get moving quickly. And that was a near turnover. And Ay. Dotson, feed, Mediker. Oh, that was about to be an unreal dunk, but great recovery defense by the Tide. Andre. They need to get some quick offense in. Down by 14. You don't have time to mess around. Andre feeds. Donovan. Parker deep 2. No.
Lord.
The Tide have gone completely cold. Completely. And it's the worst time for it. Bolt. Mediger. Slam.
Oh my goodness gracious.
No wards. This Iowa team is playing possessed. Khalil, 3 ball. It's just not happening. Henry. They're already chanting warm up the bus. Chase DeMarcus, 3 ball. It's
Oh my goodness.
what was a close game as a matter of like a minute and a half ago. It's now a blowout. This is unreal work by Iowa. Unreal. Mind you, this is without J.J. Woods. He's been sitting for a good part of this half.
Oh.
You hate to see how it all is unfolded at the end. This Iowa team is one of the best in the nation for a reason. And they have just gone out and shown what they are made of. My goodness.
And you think about it, if Iowa really wins the national championship, what a way they could send out their head coach.
As of what we know, it will be the last hurrah for Coach Zelikov. I know I'm speaking like Elmo. But still one of those things, you hope to end it all with the national championship. You're hoping you have it all end better than Coach K, Coach Krzyzewski. What a coach he was in real life. Coach Bell here, welcome. Sure you'll be interviewed at some point over the offseason for a head coaching job. As Alabama, with a little over 2 minutes to go, unless they muster up a crazy comeback here, it's probably all said and done. Good offense there, but, listen, it's all about getting a stop. Can you get a stop and just try to get back into this game? Who knows? There's Henry Washington with double-digit assists. It's nuts. Madiger. Look at this off-ball action. Troy Bolt. Oh, I thought he made that. You got to run up the court. Go. Poblowski. Money. 3-ball. No. I respect it. Got to go for the 3. But when you're not hitting them, you're not hitting them.
It's been really with us right now. It's just kind of been off. We've been so good throughout the tournament, and when it came down to the chance for a national championship opportunity, we just kind of fell short.
Happens to the best of us. DeMarcus, no, rebounded by Donovan. Again, Bama, not done trying. Good shot. Down 14. Just need to get a stop here. Although, at this point, fouling, I don't know what that'll do. And C.J. Parker at this point is going to get fouled out of the game, unfortunately. Although, wholesale changes for Iowa. They're taking their starters off, and Alabama did the same.
As we near the end to this game, as you look forward, or as you look to the national championship with Duke, what do you think you can do there?
Well, main thing there is just getting past that defense. That Duke defense is just so tenacious, so opportunistic, and they've played so well this entire tournament. Not once have they ever looked like, okay, this is our offense carrying us. No, it's always been offense and defense. And they had their best defensive performance against the team that absolutely drubbed them in last year's Final Four in Oklahoma. Sweet 16 was just so kind for them. And hang on a second. Wait a minute.
There's no way, right?
Wait a fat second.
There's no way, right?
Wait a fat second. Wait.
There's no way, right? Never happened. Right? There's no way, right?
What is going on?
There's no way, right?
Listen. If this choke actually happens, Iowa deserves to be memed for eternity. Because last season, Iowa choked a 14-point lead in the national championship game versus Oklahoma. If they somehow manage to do it here, holy cow. That would be diabolical.
With Alabama, you just really need Iowa to miss free throws and then just get that ball up the court, is what Alabama's been doing right now. But oh my goodness.
But the starters are back out now, so I don't know. It's a clutch foul from Andre. To be honest, save C.J. Parker. But free throws from Henry Washington. He's one of the most reliable out there. And he'll sink the first one. Not a big shot taker for this Iowa team as of right now. I mean, and who knows what'll happen. He might enter the transfer portal. Henry Washington. We'll see. Bama can just get one more bucket. Really press the issue. It's got to be a 3, though. Just take the shot there. It's probably just too late at this point. They're not following. Well, now they're following.
I think it is.
And that's going to be one of the transfers from the offseason. LeVar Spencer headed to the line.
What an almost comeback it would have been.
Would have been very funny, I will tell you that, but not for the right reasons, I would say.
But, I mean, as Kamish, I mean, what are you looking forward to with the offseason as we near to that?
Just all the changes that are going to happen, you know? There are going to be so many new faces, both as players and as coaches. It's going to be very fun to see what happens. And the landscape is definitely looking to be changed, and Iowa hits 100. Jeez. Well, if that's any confirmation, then I don't know what else is. As the Hawkeyes are back in the national championship game for the second season in a row. All I can say, Coach, is you had an excellent season.
It was very. It was Cinderella's season.
It really was, and you know, in the end, the game kind of got lost, and simply put, just ran away from you. But it was still a valiant effort in the end to just try to get to get back into it.
Hopefully we can regroup in the off season and then hopefully pick it back up where we stopped.
I absolutely agree. But with that said, the final game of the season has its 2 teams. Duke, Iowa. That's about to be cinema. That is about to be cinema. And with that being said, we're going to do something that we haven't done yet before in the history of this league. Whether this game is late night for me on Saturday or at some point on Sunday, there will be a pregame stream organized. We're just gonna run down a whole lot of things. Hopefully, have many guests, including Mrs. Kamish. Hopefully, you can join us too, Coach, and get on a whole bunch of others, and just overall just have a good time and just enjoy the last day of season 12.
It's just been an incredible season. You know, so many upsets in the regular season and then a few upsets here in March Madness. It's been an incredible season.
It has, and I couldn't be more thankful to witness it all. And it's just really exciting to see where it all goes from here. With that said, Blue Devils versus Hawkeyes. Winner takes it all. What an unbelievable ride this has been. It all ends very soon. Coach, thank you for joining me for tonight. Both of these games were absolutely wild to watch in their respective ways. You know, it's sad that both of them got away in the end, but you know, it is what it is.
I'm just happy with the season. You know, making it all the way to the Final Four. First appearance for me as a coach.
I mean,
And I just hope that says something to the high school players that hopefully watch this game.
hopefully, and I mean, it's one of those things where you hope to capitalize on that momentum and to make the most of it all over the off season. And with that said, this off season that's coming up is going to be so interesting. Very interesting to just see everything shake down and just overall excited to see new faces that will eventually join. With that said, Coach, again, thank you so much for helping along tonight. I wish you an amazing rest of your day, and I wish the same for everybody else that has watched. Have a good night, and stay tuned for updates, so to say, and, well, the Instagram as well, as the final score post will be made soon. Have a good one.